So here we go again. GeneSimmons is saying rock music is dead. This is like the 50th time this guy has said rock music is dead. So let's get into today's video of why GeneSimmons, Jen. So here we go again. GeneSimmons once again says rock music is dead, but he is ignoring bands having global success in the modern era. Kiss recently retired, as everybody knows. They said they might do one-off shows and whatnot. He is saying rock music in today's society is dead. He's not even thinking about bands like Killswitch Engage that put on phenomenal shows around the world. For some odd reason, GeneSimmons doesn't take in consideration that you have bands like Spirit Box that really put on phenomenal, high-quality performances and are selling out the best venues in the world. But he always says, rock is dead. There's no bands like Metallica or Aerosmith or Slayer anymore. There's none of these legendary bands that are bringing in new listeners. But rock music isn't dead, because if you go to the Welcome to Rockville Music Festival, for an example, as you see right here, this is POD performing at Welcome to Rockville in probably front of like 20 or 30,000 people. But he's just out of touch, out of reality, because we all know that rock music is not dead. People from around the world love this aggressive form of music. And one of GeneSimmons' main argument, ladies and gentlemen, is you don't see rock music on like TV or on the radio as much. Yes, there's rock radio, like on XM satellite radio. You have rock channels like 98 Rock in Tampa. So in the Hillsborough area, you're getting to hear rock music. But it's not on the mainstream like it was in the early 2000s with bands like System of a Down. Bands like Disturbed don't get TV airplay. But right now, you could say in 2024, has rock music been in the national headlines? Yes, it actually has. Because this is one of the heaviest bands out there, Knocked Loose, live on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, with people actually moshing and enjoying the music. With Poppy, they were actually on national TV. And for a lot of people, they've never heard this like violent kind of music. And it was raining too, and they were out there performing in front of a national televised audience that normally doesn't get to hear this kind of music. So I think this is a good thing. And then you had Gojira performing at the Olympics. So obviously music like this is getting mainstream airplay in 2024, but GeneSimmons once again is out of touch of reality. Oh, there's no mainstream metal music on the radio or on TV. And GeneSimmons was asked in an interview, hey, is rock music dead? He goes, so what comes during that period after like 1988? He goes, well, we had Elvis Presley, we had the Beatles, we had the Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, the solo artist David Bowie, and just music that lasted forever. What lasts forever today? Well, you can have Sound of Silence by the band Disturbed. You can have The End of Heartache by the band Killswitch Engage. You can have Redneck by the band Lamb of God. You can have Hammer Smash Face by the band Cannibal Corpse. You can have Popular Monster by the band, Falling in Reverse. Those are all songs that when people hear them, people go bananas for. Just because you're out of touch reality is what you are, because you don't listen to modern music. Modern music is more heavy, more aggressive, and I don't even consider Kiss rock or metal. They're like, I don't even know what they are. They're not really heavy, so I call them like a classic rock kind of band. They're like gimmicky, right? I have never got into GeneSimmons music, but GeneSimmons is saying, you know, rock is dead, right? He says this every couple of years. He doesn't understand that there is bands out there that I just named that are doing big things, that are kicking major ass. GeneSimmons asks a simple question. Well, who are the new Beatles? I would say bands like Falling in Reverse are pushing forward. You could say Killswitch Engage. If you want to go very mainstream, you could say Bring Me the Horizon. You could say Disturbed. You could say bands like that are really mainstream, which is Papa Roach, Nickelback. Yes, Nickelback has some heavy stuff, but again, those bands could be looked at as the Led Zeppelins, the Aerosmith, the Beatles of their day. I would give Ronnie Radke, that platform because he is that big of an artist. He puts on phenomenal ass shows, and again, I do believe he could be looked at as like the next Beatle. As much as people love to hate him, that is kind of the truth. But at the end of the day, I just laugh when I hear GeneSimmons talk about this stuff, because it makes no sense to me that he would say this stuff when, in reality, rock has never been dead. It might not be as mainstream as some genres. Even rap music isn't played on every radio station and everything. Most of the time it's pop music like Britney Spears and Justin Bieber type of music. Right now it's Taylor Swift. But again, when you have bands like Ronnie Radke out there and Falling in Reverse, they're doing big things. But as always, that's my take on it, guys. Do you really think rock is dead, or do you guys really think that GeneSimmons has no idea what he's talking about? Does Gene put on a good show? Yeah, they do the flames, the fire, the blood, and all that cool stuff. But does GeneSimmons really understand that rock music is not dead and it's never going anywhere? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button and let your boy know, is rock music dead like GeneSimmons has said?